Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back. This is the unboxing video that I promised the other day when I did the video on the Superman 4 crew jacket. This turned up super fast, excuse the pun. It was posted in Dallas, Texas on Tuesday afternoon and it arrived this morning at lunchtime, so it was extremely quick. I haven't seen it, I haven't opened it. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it, so I thought I'd share this with you. It's not a Superman item, as I did mention before, but it is a Chris Reeve item, so it isn't this big, so this has obviously been extremely well packaged by the lovely lady who sold it to me. So let's waste no more time and let's get into it and have a look and see what it is. But I'm very impressed with the postal service from the USA. They normally go to Heathrow when they come into the country, or things that I order. The items normally go to Heathrow, but this one went to Stansted, and as many of you know, I don't live that far from Stansted, so hence why it got here very quickly. But let's have a look at what we've got in here. The lady did say that she would package it extremely well because she didn't want it getting damaged. I did pay a pretty penny for this. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to tell you how much it was either. But I did pay quite a bit, but I believe it's worth it, and it is worth way more than what I paid for it, I think. But I managed to negotiate with the lady for quite a few weeks before we came to an arrangement. So here we go. This is what it is. It is a Somewhere in Time lobby card, starring Chris Reeve, obviously, and Jane Seymour. It is signed by Chris Reeve and signed by Jane Seymour. It was signed in person at two different events at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, which is where the movie was shot predominantly, as well as a little bit in Chicago. And they have Somewhere in Time weekends every year in October, which I would love to attend at some point. It's a fantastic hotel. I mean, look it up online, or you'll see it in the movie. It's a wonderful, wonderful hotel, which I'd love to visit. Chris Reeve only did, from what I can recall, I may be wrong, one event there, and that was signed there, and this lady and her husband kept hold of it. But Jane Seymour, I believe, attends as many as she possibly can, and that's when that was signed there. It's one of my, well, it probably is my favourite movie, Chris Reeve movie, after the Superman series. And I only discovered this movie probably 3 years ago. I didn't really know it existed, to be honest, and I've watched it so many times. I absolutely love it. I won't go into detail. You probably know all about it if you're a Chris Reeve fan. But it's basically a love story where he travels back in time. So it's a time travel story as well, which I do love time travel stuff, like Back to the Future and all those sorts of movies. So when I saw this, I had to have it. So as I say, it was, I'll give you some idea of its worth. A very good friend of mine who is a huge Superman collector, has a lot of Chris Reeve autographs, did say it's probably worth $2,500 to $3,000, which for us in the UK would be probably £2,500 to £2,000. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I paid in the hundreds, and the lady very kindly knew from what I was saying what a collector I was. I did send her some pictures of my Fortress of Solitude here with all their stuff in it, and she said I really wanted to go to a good home, someone who's going to appreciate it, someone who's going to treasure it. And she said I'm quite happy to accept the price that I offered her. So it's a lovely item. I'm really, really pleased with it. I mean, she's packaged it very, very well, because things do get wet and I've had things damaged before, in the post, but this has been put into a lovely plastic frame, a plastic holder if you like, excuse the noise, which has protected it, and she's packaged it into a very big box, which has obviously kept that in great condition. She has the provenance with it. She has not Chris signing it, but she has sent me photos of herself and her husband when she attended the unveiling of Chris's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So she's met Chris, she's met Jane Seymour. Obviously he didn't sign it then because that was after his accident, so obviously she's understandably said that she can't prove that it was signed by Chris, but I know enough about Chris's autograph, and also I've sent it to people, friends of mine, to have a look at, and they've said yes, it's the real deal. She has sent me a little note there, which is very kind of her, and also a little bit of where this was signed on the back there. So there is a little bit of provenance with it, which I'm pleased about. She didn't tell me she was going to send that, so that is a nice surprise to have a little bit of provenance there as well, as to where it was signed, when it was signed. So I'm delighted with this item. It will be framed and it will go up in the Fortress of Solitude. I don't have many things up on display in here from other movies of Chris Reeves, because it's my Superman room, obviously. But I do have another smaller lobby card, which is a 10x8 of Somewhere in Time, with a wonderful full autograph of Chris's along the bottom, and that I'm absolutely delighted with. And to be honest, this was about the same price as what I paid for that, and obviously I've got two signatures here and the size of it is way bigger, so I think I've got a really good deal here. It's going to be framed, it's going to go up here, probably next to the other autograph of Somewhere in Time, but that'll be probably the maximum amount of stuff that I'll put up from this movie. But if you haven't seen the movie, it's a great movie, check it out. Beautifully played by both Jane Seymour and Chris Reeve. And as I say, most of it shot on Mackinac Island, just north of Detroit, where they don't allow any cars. No cars at all. In the movie, he was driving a car and they had to get special permission to have that car on the island, because everybody gets around either by bicycle or horse and cart. So it's a wonderful place to visit. It's on my bucket list. I will get there one day. And my friend Lynn Anderson has said she'll give me a guided tour, as she lives in that area. So I can't wait to do that at some point in time, Somewhere in Time. So there you go. That's the item. A wonderful lobby card from Somewhere in Time, signed by Jane Seymour and Chris Reeve. And I am absolutely delighted with this. I actually didn't expect it to be that big, and I didn't expect it to be that good. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I knew what I was getting, but you never know until you actually get it. And that, to me, is, well, it's priceless. It's just a wonderful piece. And to have the provenance letter there as well, for both signatures, is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love opening things when they're coming through the post, and I thought, I haven't done an unboxing video before apart from the Supergirl one, but this I thought would be special to share with you on the day that I got it. So now I need to measure it, get a frame ordered. It won't be in the Superman colours, which is what all my frames have, a blue mount with a red edging, obviously for Superman, but this is Somewhere in Time, so this will be slightly different. It will probably be a white mount with a black edge and a black frame, because all my posters in my room are in black frames. All my photos of cast members with autographs and things like that are all in silver frames. So I do have a theme. I do think about it. I don't just frame willy-nilly to make the room exactly how I wanted it to be. I mean, it was a few years in the planning, and the room has come to fruition to how I exactly wanted it. So I must say thank you very much for watching. there's the item. I'm going to enjoy this for years and years to come, and I'll treasure it in my collection. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. As I say, I'm getting better at it. I'm very new to it, but I am enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the fact that you guys are watching it too. So hit the notification bell, and then you will be aware of my next uploaded video. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.